Hello, I'm Mr. Craven from the NET English Director team, and I'm going to be quickly talking through this quotation from An Inspector Calls. The quotation comes from Gerald in Act 2, and he's describing his first encounter with Daisy Renton. What grabs our attention is what drew Gerald to her. She looks quite different, a contrast to the hard-eyed, dough-faced women that he hates. Looked at uncharitably, Gerald took the one woman who didn't look like a hardened prostitute. He has an affair with her, using her for sex, giving her money, and putting a stop to things when it's no longer convenient. Remember also that the women he hates, these hard-eyed prostitutes, are like that because of their treatment by men such as Gerald, Burling, Eric, and Joe Megety. They're exploited within a patriarchal society structured and run to protect and reinforce the power of these men and those like them. The list is worth picking up on. Daisy is young, she's vulnerable, surrounded by older men. She's fresh, innocent, new, linking to the idea of her as Daisy, a tiny, pretty, unremarkable flower, but also with an uncomfortable connotation of food, something to be devoured, just a piece of meat. Daisy is charming, suggesting an instant evaluation of her based on her physical attractiveness, her romantic appeal, but also rather exploitative based on the previous words. Daisy's out of place, inexperienced, isolated, with no support network, no family. This last item, of her being out of place, also links to the sense of the increasing isolation Eva or Daisy experiences from a group identity in the factory as one of the workers, to one of the staff in the shop, to now an isolated, vulnerable individual with that isolation and separation from society only reinforced and exacerbated by Gerald's treatment of her. Gerald does rescue Daisy from Alderman Megety, but he also exploits her weakness and creates the passivity that allows her later treatment by Eric and Mrs. Burling. In a sense, Gerald rescues her from an aggressively exploitative middle-class man to allow her to fall into the clutches of another exploitative middle-class man. It's also worth noting that Gerald's first impression is entirely physical and evaluative in terms of her attractiveness. Same as Burling, a lively, good-looking girl. Sheila, very pretty. Eric, pretty and a good sport. While Gerald may present himself as saving Eva, Daisy, it's difficult not to see his story as ringing false.